Welcome everyone, I'm Joan and this is Yoga with Joan Bossy. I'm here on my deck. It's a beautiful spring day in April and I'm bringing a grief yoga to you, a healing yoga, something that will give you a rest from maybe a grief of the loss of a friend, the death of a relative. It could be a friend moved away, your children are grown and are leaving the nest, like I'm going through right now. It could be something where you've been healing by feeling your feelings, kind of rolling up into a ball and grieving, but you want to keep your heart open to the world, even though you're going through this, being present in reality, in the present moment. So this is a beautiful practice I took from Yoga Journal that I received in a beautiful subscription magazine. Also, for this practice, you can grab a cushion from or pillows from your couch or your bed. This is a Gaiam from Amazon bolster that you could have. It's very handy. I'm going to be using this, and you can grab whatever you need. You might want to also have a blanket or just a couple rolled blankets to bring the bolster up a little higher or the cushion up a little higher. You could also just use rolled blankets. So feel free to grab your props, pause the video, and come back when you're ready. Today we're going to begin in a seated position, and you can roll your blanket up or use a book or a block to sit on to let your hips get a little higher than your knees. So excuse me, coming into a comfortable seated position, we're going to take 5 long inhales through the nose and longer or as long exhales through the nose or the mouth. So let's begin inhaling and exhaling. We'll do this again. Third time, inhale and exhale. Fourth time, inhale and exhale. And last time, inhaling, nice, long, deep. Exhale. Closing your eyes, letting your breath return to normal. I'll read our intention. May this practice reconnect me to my body, ground me in the here and now, and heal me from grief. I ask for clarity and strength to let go of limiting beliefs that keep me resistant to change and unavailable to growth. Instead, may I open my heart, see beyond reason, accept without condition, and love without hesitation. So continuing to breathe here on your mat. We'll allow our eyes to float open if they were shut. We'll take the block or the book out from underneath us if we had one. Come to the mat. Turning our toes under, wrists under shoulders, knees about hips width distance apart as we come into a nice, beautiful downward dog here. Maybe the knees are bent generously. Maybe the heels are beginning to reach down towards the floor and the heart is reaching down towards the thighs. Pressing into all 4 fingers, a little more into the thumb and first finger. Breathing here. We're going to take the right leg, we're going to lift it. We're going to send it through. If it doesn't go, you can place it there between the 2 hands, letting the left knee come down. We're going to interlace the fingers, drawing the palms together, reaching back, opening the heart. We'll take 4 breaths here. Feeling the shoulders ground down as we stretch back, opening the heart and the chest towards the sky. Knees over the ankle in the front, top of the back foot, grounded you on the mat. One more breath here. Hands reach forward, framing the foot as we step back into a child's pose. Arms reach forward, head and chest reach for the floor. And then from here, we gently rise back into our downward dog, finding that dog. Breath here as we lift the left leg, exhaling it through, framing the foot with the hands as the right knee comes down this time, arms interlaced behind you. Nice deep breaths into the belly here as we stretch back, maybe lifting the heart and the head. Finding some comfort in the beautiful bird song around me. Maybe you're outside. Letting the breath flow through you. Counteracting the feeling of grief where we want to curl up into a ball here. We'll take one more breath, opening the heart. Arms come and frame the foot. As we step back into our downward dog, stretching the heels back. One more breath here. And we'll raise that right leg up, inhaling. Exhaling it through, and this time planting that left hand down on a block or the ground as we reach up with the arm, opening into a beautiful heart-opening twist here. 4 breaths here. And you can tuck the arm behind the left hip, opening up the shoulder a little. But again, listening to the sounds around you and breathing. Sending that arm back down, stepping back into that downward dog for a breath here. Left leg lifts behind us, inhaling the heel up. Three-legged dog. As we send the left foot through between the hands, right knee comes down. Right hand plants as we send ourselves into a heart-opening twist here. Reaching with the fingertips, feeling the right foot on the floor. Grounding ourselves here in the present. You can take about 4 breaths here altogether. We'll take one more breath. And then we'll send the right hand back, sending ourselves down into child's pose, taking a rest here, grounding ourselves in child's pose. And then from here, we'll come down through plank, sending the heels back, crown of the head reaching forward, knees can be down. So we take an inhale here, exhaling down to our chest, all the way to the belly and the chest, arms interlace as we come into Shalabhasana here, locust pose. Legs lift, arms and chest lift, interlacing the fingers behind. You can let the legs drop down if that feels better for you. One more breath here. Feeling the breath go all the way through the body. Taking a rest here. Making a pillow for your hands, for your chin with your hands. And then we'll continue our beautiful locust Shalabhasanas, interlacing the fingers, inhaling the chest up, adding the legs as they pull towards each other. One more breath here. And gently coming back down. We reach the arms back, palms up alongside us. Inhaling the heart, arms, and the legs. Arms can be interlaced if that feels better. Eye gaze is forward on the ground. One more breath here. And gently pushing back with the hands into child's pose. Stretching out the back, maybe a little rock from side to side. And then gently coming up, turning yourself around, coming onto your back. Coming into bridge. Knees hug in first, letting the legs drop down about hips width distance apart. Arms on the floor alongside the body, palms down. And on the next breath, feet are about hips width apart as we inhale the pelvis up, chest and ribs up. Head stays still as we reach up. Arms interlace, rolling the shoulders or elbows under if you'd like. Breathing here. We'll take 3 breaths all together. Again, sending the breath through the open heart and chest. Beautiful. Sending the lower back, upper back, middle back, and then lower back down. Sending the heels together, soles of the feet together. Taking a couple breaths here. And then we'll bring our feet again about hips width distance apart. Hands can interlace as we raise that pelvis up to bridge. Chest and heart reach up towards the ceiling. Inner thighs pulling together as we take 2 to 4 breaths at the top of your bridge. Pushing into the ground with your feet. And slowly coming down along the back, middle, and then lower back comes down onto the ground. Maybe the soles of the feet come together. Taking a breath or 2 here. And then we'll get our form back, feet about hips width distance apart, heels close to the body, as we send ourselves into bridge, gently pressing with the feet, the hands. And at the top of your bridge, you can hold between 2 to 4 breaths, maybe interlacing the fingers, rolling these shoulders under. Sending that breath through the whole body, that cleansing breath. Feeling your feet pushing into the floor. Another breath here. And then we'll slowly come down. Draw the knees into the chest. And we'll gently roll to one side or rock to come up. Getting ourselves, our pillow and our blanket are ready nearby. Before we reach into for our bolster and our blanket, we're just going to come back down one more time. So coming back down onto your back, we're going to take our right leg and cross it over our left. We're going to send the knees over to the left. Eye gaze can go over to the right. Now, if this is too much of a twist on the lower back, you can uncross the legs and just send the knees over to the left. This is a nice full body twist, massaging the organs and again, opening the chest. Breathing here. Steady breath. If you're breathing, you're doing yoga. And then we'll send the knees back to the center, crossing the right leg over the left, letting the legs fall over, the knees to the right. Eye gaze can go over to the left. If that's not too much on your neck, you can always just look up if that feels better. One hand can be on the knee, holding your legs in place. Feeling the surge of the breath as you breathe through the twist. Grounding ourselves here, both shoulder blades on the floor. Listening to the breeze and the birds, or wherever you are, listening to the sounds in the room. We'll send those knees back over, and this time we'll come up, rolling to one side or rocking up, finding our beautiful cushions that we brought, or blankets. And our first pose, we'll send our blankets out in front of us. They can be piled next to you for adjustments later. Taking your left hip and sending it next to your bolster or your blankets. As you come down onto your bolster, you're going to take your right, you're going to look over to the right. So we're in we are in a twist here. Let the arms wrap around the bolster as you sink in here. In this supported supine twist, in this actually supported twist, so you're going to continue. Your head is gently turned to the left, to the right, left, as your hip is making contact with your blanket or your bolster. Your left hip, as you gently turn your body over, you're staying here and grounding yourself. I'm just going to talk to you as you do, letting yourself sink into the bolster. And if you find that this is too much of a twist, you can always add a little bit of height with a blanket or a rolled blanket or another cushion. Grounding yourself here, resisting the urge to move. Letting any feelings come up and just letting them be there. We'll be here for another minute, grounding ourselves here. Giving yourself space to rest. Grieving and feeling feelings takes a lot out of us. Three more breaths here, sinking in, letting your chest sink in. Sighing it out, letting go of whatever you don't need on the exhale. And then we'll gently push ourselves back up, nice and slow. Sending our hips over to the opposite side. Letting the right hip come into contact with the bolster. Knees over to the right. As we come down onto our cushion or bolster, arms come alongside the bolster. Turning the head gently to the opposite side. Letting the blood go to the brain and the heart. You can hear Yoda breathing. He wants to be out here. He's hot, so he's panting a little. Continuing to breathe. Be here for another minute. Sinking in. And as I lay here, I'm noticing I need a little more height on this side. I'll take my rolled blanket and just coming sinking into the bolster or cushion. Really feeling whatever comes out. Another 5 breaths here. You got this. Gently staying still, letting yourself heal and rest. slowly lifting the head, coming to the hands as we crawl ourselves out of that position. Sending ourselves onto our sits bones, legs out in front, bolster gently can come to your legs, so you can also see how that feels first. Folding forward, arms come alongside. And if you don't like having your head face down on the pillow, you can gently lift your nose to one side. Letting gravity just release you here. Again, letting the blood come to your brain and heal. We'll be here for another minute. Really sinking in, letting softness come to your face and your shoulders. And your jaw, letting your jaw release. Breathing here. Take another 4 breaths here. Gently, when you're ready, if you'd like to stay here longer, feel free. Letting your head lift, letting yourself come up. Moving the bolster, getting ready for Shavasana. Sending one leg out and then the other, arms come alongside the body. As we fully let go, coming into a full body state of releasing energy and anything else. Just letting everything go on your exhale. Hi Yoda. I love you. I love you. Yes, I do. You want to come lay down? Take another 4 breaths here. Gently begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes, drawing one knee into the chest and then the other. Maybe a little rock on the back as we gently roll to one side. Gently pushing ourselves up nice and slow. Bringing the hands to your heart, I'll read our closing intention. Giving thanks to the energy I had today within and beyond, I ask for continued strength as I walk this path of healing. May I grow more compassionate, empathetic, and loving. May I never take a single moment for granted. May I honor this and all moments as sacred and trust the process of healing. Thank you all for joining me for this healing yoga, centering and relaxing our energy, relaxing our nervous system, as well as opening our heart, keeping it open even though we're feeling many different feelings right now. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in all of you. Thank you so much for joining me, and may you continue to heal on whatever journey you're on. Thank you. Can you say goodbye, Yoda? Yes. Yes.